Welcome to the Apple Daily News. This podcast is created by Generative AI. Today is January 17th, 2025, and we're diving into the latest updates from the world of Apple. From software updates and AI controversies to market shifts and new apps, we've got it all covered. Links to all the stories we discuss can be found in the episode notes. Let's get started. First up, Apple has rolled out iOS 18.3 Beta 3, bringing some notable changes to its Apple Intelligence notification summaries. This update comes after widespread criticism about the clarity and accuracy of these summaries. Apple has now made it easier for users to disable summaries directly from the lock screen or notification center, and has added italicized text to make them more distinguishable. Additionally, users will see warnings in the Settings app about potential errors in these summaries. Interestingly, Apple has temporarily disabled notification summaries for apps in the news and entertainment category, promising to re-enable them in a future update. While the beta is available for developers, a public beta is expected soon, though there's no word yet on the general release date. These changes aim to address user feedback and improve the overall experience. Speaking of Apple Intelligence, the company has faced significant backlash over its AI-generated news notifications. The feature, which was designed to summarize news alerts, has been suspended after producing misleading and false headlines. Notable incidents included a false BBC-branded alert about a murder case and other inaccuracies involving major news outlets like The Washington Post and The New York Times. Critics, including Reporters Without Borders, have raised concerns about the potential harm to public trust in news media. Apple has acknowledged these issues and plans to reintroduce the feature with improvements, including clearer labeling of AI-generated content and warnings about possible errors. This situation highlights the challenges of deploying AI in sensitive areas like news dissemination, where accuracy is paramount. In other news, Apple CEO Tim Cook is set to attend the inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump next week. He'll be joining a lineup of tech heavyweights, including Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and Elon Musk. This gathering underscores the intersection of technology and politics, as these leaders navigate their relationships with the incoming administration. Musk, in particular, has been a vocal supporter of Trump, adding an interesting dynamic to the event. Cook's attendance could signal Apple's willingness to engage with the new administration on tech-related policies. It's a moment that will likely draw significant attention, not just for its political implications, but also for the presence of these influential tech figures. Shifting gears to legal matters, Apple's incoming CFO, Kevin Parekh, recently testified in a UK court, denying claims that the App Store boasts a profit margin as high as 75%. This comes amid ongoing antitrust lawsuits accusing Apple of monopolistic practices. Critics argue that Apple's control over app distribution and pricing has allowed it to charge excessive commissions, while independent estimates suggest the App Store's profit margin could exceed 78%. Parekh stated that Apple does not calculate specific margins for individual services. This lack of transparency has fueled skepticism, with some suggesting Apple may be avoiding the disclosure of potentially damaging figures. The legal battle continues, with significant implications for developers and consumers alike. On the hardware front, an interesting discovery has emerged about Apple silicon chips. A recent analysis revealed that the operating frequencies of CPU cores in Apple's M-series chips vary even within the same family. For instance, the E cores in the base M4 chip run at a higher frequency than those in the M4 Pro chip. Similarly, slight differences were found in the P cores of the M1 series. These variations, while small, could impact performance and suggest intentional design choices by Apple. The findings have sparked curiosity among tech enthusiasts, with calls for more data to better understand these discrepancies. It's a fascinating glimpse into the intricacies of Apple's chip design. Next, let's talk about a new app making waves in the productivity space. Tantalus Path is a unique tool designed to help users align their actions with their goals through a system of random positive reinforcement. The app operates on a 4-step cycle, allowing users to earn and roll for rewards as they make progress. With customizable reward pools and tips on implementing intermittent rewards, Tantalus Path aims to make personal growth engaging and effective. The latest update, version 1.0.2, brings bug fixes and improved error messages. While the app is free to download, it offers in-app purchases, including a subscription and gem bundles. If you're looking for a fresh approach to productivity, this app might be worth exploring. Finally, Apple's iPhone has slipped from first to third place in the Chinese smartphone market, according to Canalys data. The decline is attributed to Apple's struggles in launching its AI features, which have yet to receive government approval in China. Meanwhile, local brands like Vivo and Huawei have surged ahead, with Huawei seeing a remarkable 37% year-on-year growth. Apple's market share in China dropped from 19% in 2023 to 15% in 2024, tying with Oppo and Honor. Reports suggest Apple is in talks with local companies like Tencent to integrate their AI models, but progress has been slow. This situation highlights the challenges Apple faces in adapting to regulatory demands and competing with agile local brands. It's a critical moment for Apple as it navigates its position in one of its most important markets. That wraps up today's episode of the Apple Daily News. Thanks for tuning in as we explored the latest developments in Apple's world, from software updates and AI challenges to market shifts and new innovations. Don't forget to check the episode notes for links to all the stories we covered. Join us tomorrow for more Apple insights. Until then, stay informed and stay curious.